Hi everybody, Chris Willer here from Notes from a Vagabond, and today I'm excited about the little movie I'm going to make. As you may or may not know, I don't like having a regular job, so I'm always looking for different ways to save money, save time. Today's little movie is going to be my little rant about my cable company. This is one way you can save some money. I'm with Comcast, and there's a couple things on the bill that if you look at, you can do something about. So the first thing is get your cable bill and read it, totally read it, and see if you understand everything. Because the way they set up these bills is they make me think like I need all these services they're charging me for, and it's a confusing bill. They charge me for something, then they give me a credit for something, but there's two charges. There's two charges that I definitely can do something about. One, on my cable bill, there's different cable companies and all that, however they set it up. I'm with Comcast, XFinity, whatever, but they have this one thing highlighted. It's called Additional Services and Products Service Protection Plan. What this service protection plan really is insurance. If any of their wiring goes bad in your house, they'll come out and fix it for free. But it's not free. It's $4.99, $5 a month, times 12 months, $60 a year, times, who knows, 5 years, 10 years, $300, $600. This is a service that you got to decide if you need or don't need. With me, I don't need it. They have a line that comes straight into my house. They're responsible for that. It connects to the modem. I have one Ethernet cable that I can maintain myself. So I don't need this kind of protection. The rest of my house is has Wi-Fi, so I don't need it. The other charge that I want you to look for is on my bill with Comcast XFinity. They have additional XFinity TV service, additional XFinity internet service. It's called Voice Data Modem Rental. But if you see the word modem rental, this is something you can do something with. They even used to formerly call it D3 voice equipment. They're hiding it so you don't notice the charge. But what it is a modem rental. It's $10 a month, $120 a year, times 5 years, 10 years, I don't know. It's up to you to figure out. But this is something I want to talk to you about this movie, in this movie, that you can do something about. It's simple to replace the modem they're renting you and getting your own modem. Okay, so what I want to talk about is the modem rental. But first I want to just see if I can clarify a couple things. You need a modem, and you need a router. Okay, the information from I'm paraphrasing or whatever, or putting it in my own words, but the information from the internet comes, and you need the modem to kind of decipher it. From the modem, you can, in the back here, you can take an Ethernet cable, plug it straight in to your computer, and then your computer is on the internet. If you want to run a whole bunch of, like a little network, different computers, or you want Wi-Fi, then you need to go into a router. A router from this Ethernet cable will go into your router, and from your router, it'll do the Wi-Fi thing. It'll hook up computers or stuff like that. Today, though, you can buy a modem with a router in it, so it's all one unit. So like with me, I got the modem. The internet cable comes in here, and it's also the Wi-Fi, so it's all in one unit. I know it's a little confusing, difference between a modem and a router, and everybody has a little different, not everybody, but there's all different types of setup. If you got a small office, that's one setup. You have multiple tenants in a building, that's another. So, but if you're just a small, like I live in a small house with one other person, so all I need is just the modem with Wi-Fi. Okay, so here's the deal. This is how easy it is to start saving money by getting your own modem. You go, you buy your own modem. The last one I bought was a RS or Aris, I don't know how you say it. The one I bought was a RS Surfboard SBG 700 AC. So there's all different types of modems. Depending on your needs, you're going to have to find the correct one for yourself. For me, all I needed it was for some Wi-Fi and a couple Ethernet connections. So you go buy the modem, come home, you're going to have to plug it in, you're going to have to put your cable cord on, and then you'll have to set up the Wi-Fi, or you can just go straight from here. There's an Ethernet connection, run it directly to your computer, and you're almost good to go. There's one more step I'll talk to you about. Where I live, I really like having an Ethernet connection, because with the Wi-Fi where I live, sometimes it gets dropped or it gets busy or interference or something. So I find my computer runs a lot faster by having a direct cable to it. So after you plug it in, hook up your computer. With this model here, what happened is when I went online, it walked me through the setup process. However, in a couple weeks, it wasn't working too good. And I had to call the cable company and have them reset stuff in their system. So the big thing is, once you hook this up, at least with Comcast, with my company, you need to call them. And you got to have you want to know the numbers on the bottom of your unit, bottom of your modem. And the most important number is they're going to ask you for this number, and it's called the MAC ID number. Now, what happened for me that I got confused with is the first three letters in front of my ID is HFC. And I didn't know which number they wanted, but they want this. You look for this MAC number, whether it's a RS or Linksy or any. So somewhere on your unit, on this unit, it's on the bottom, are these numbers. And on the bottom line, you can see it says HFC MAC ID. What they're looking for is the number that has the MAC, the MAC in it, ID, and then you read them the rest of the numbers. But anyway, you need to call your cable company, tell them you got a new modem, and they'll ask you what numbers you want. They'll ask you what numbers they want, and then you can tell them. But if they ask for the MAC number, like on mine, what got me confused was it has this HFC in front of it. Okay, quick recap. Do some research. Figure out what kind of modem you want. Do you want just a modem, or do you want Wi-Fi, the router, and modem all together? Do you want to just use your old router, just keep your modem, bring it home, connect it, plug it in, connect the coaxial cable, run an Ethernet cable if you want, or you might just be doing Wi-Fi, don't need to. Call the cable company, have them walk you through it, give them the number that they want, then you should be good to go. So you can start saving money on your cable bill. One other thing is, if anytime your internet service isn't working all that well, it's running slow, doesn't seem to be working right, you need to call the cable company, or at least I do. I got to call them, then they do something on the back end, they reset something, it works fine for a long time. Every once in a while it starts getting messed up. I have to call them, they recheck it. So that's another good thing to do, is if something, because they can set things on their end that you can't do on your end. Anyway, if you like this movie, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Got some comments, like comments, leave them down below. Subscribe to my channel. Just another tip, so you can save some money and have some fun without having a regular job.